Hey everyone, how you doing? Happy Friday. I'm a little late with my Facebook Live. I'm gonna adjust the camera here, cutting off the top of my head. Can you see my daughter's unicorn sticker in the back on the window in the back of her desk? Very cute. I'm a little late getting on my Facebook Live today. It's been a busy day as always because why can Fridays never be easy? They always seem to be insane. The busiest day of the week, even though you try to make them not the busiest day of the week. I hope you all had a good week. My week was fairly normal for whatever normal is these days, but fairly normal, very good. Kids, everyone's healthy, back in school. So I'm very grateful for that this week. But as I'm sure everyone is aware, the holidays are fast approaching. And actually, if you celebrate Hanukkah, today I believe is the first day of Hanukkah, so they're already here for you, which happy Hanukkah to everyone that celebrates Hanukkah. My daughter told me that she ate some kind of dreidel at school today. She played with the dreidel and then she ate it. So still trying to get the details of exactly what the edible dreidel was like, but that was the highlight of her day when I talked to her this afternoon when I picked her up. Anyways, if you celebrate Hanukkah, I hope you can find an edible dreidel somewhere to eat. But what I wanted to talk about today, as the holidays are approaching, is kind of I know a lot of people like to talk about, oh, this is what to do to avoid holiday weight gain and this and that, and there's all these fancy tips and tricks about eating certain foods and what to do about bringing foods with you and when to fast after you have your big meal and all this other stuff, right? And I was thinking, as I was starting to see more and more of these conversations come up online, I was thinking of kind of taking a different approach. So I'm not going to go down the path of how to manipulate your food or your exercise or your meal timing or when to fast or any kind of fancy supplements or biohacks or anything like that to take to make your holiday indulgences less detrimental than they already are. Because personally, I believe that when you indulge on the holidays, you should indulge. Like it's okay. It's the holidays. You're celebrating. It's just usually a couple days out of the year you celebrate. It's great. It shouldn't be an issue. If you have the rest of your year dialed in, no worries, right? But a lot of people do stress out about it. A lot of people do get in their heads about, oh, what am I going to do on Christmas Eve when Grandma makes her famous chocolate pudding and has all the sugar in it, or what am I going to do when someone offers me some salad that's covered in some salad dressing with vegetable oil. What am I going to do when I go to this place and this person's house and they offer me a drink, or I have no control over the food that I'm going to eat, or what if I don't have my protein goal? What if, right? And I think the number one thing that you can do to help yourself right now, if you're one of those people that's going to get stressed out about what's going to happen to your whatever XYZ health goal as you approach the holidays and go through the holidays, is to get your mental game straight, right? To get your head and what you have, your beliefs in line, and whatever that might be, and make sure that you are heading into the holidays with a clear head, a confident mind, and a positive attitude about whatever may happen, right? Personally, like I said, I think that you should take a very relaxed approach to it. It's a time of celebration. It's a time of being with friends and family. It's a time where it's not about what is in this food, or how much sugar is here, or how much protein am I eating, or how many drinks should I have, or what kind of drinks are they. All that stuff just doesn't matter around Christmas, right? Because it's about celebrating. As long as it's one day, you're celebrating your family and your kids and enjoying that stuff. So it should be fine. As long as you don't have a gluten sensitivity, don't worry about eating gluten if you don't have gluten sensitivity, right? You're not going to go into anaphylactic shock, then you're good, right? And obviously, if that is a problem for you, then you obviously have made that well aware to your family, and they probably know about it at this point, and you have dealt with this situation many times, so it shouldn't be a concern anyways. But make peace with your decision, whatever that decision may be, and make sure that you're okay with it, right? And it starts now. Decide what you want to do, how you want to approach these holidays, how you're going to eat, what you're going to eat, and make peace with that. And then tell yourself that it's one day, one meal. I'm going to eat this meal or these 3 meals in that day. And they may not be what I normally do or eat, or they may not be the most healthiest thing for me. But the next day, the day after Christmas, it's all done. You're over. You're back to the way you normally were. And just make peace with that. Lots of people get in their head about what's going to happen, and it makes it worse. It makes the entire experience worse, from the people that you're there with, your experience, your kids' experience, and all this stuff, right? So don't freak out about it. Just make peace with it. And I was reading this study the other day, which is somewhat tangentially related to this topic of making peace to it. See you later, Sarah. Have a good workout. This study was talking about, they gave they were studying type 2 diabetics, and they were monitoring their blood sugar, and what they were doing was giving them a drink, and on the drink there was a food label, like a nutrition label. It was the same drink, but they gave different people different drinks that have different food labels on it. It was the same drink though. So one had low sugar in it, one had a medium amount of sugar in it, and another one had a lot of sugar in it. And they noticed that based on what that food label said, it impacted their blood sugar response. So if they saw that the label said it had a lot of sugar in it, they had a higher blood sugar response. If they saw that the label had no sugar in it, they had a lower blood sugar response. Even though the content and the sugar content of that drink was exactly the same across all 3 drinks, based on what the label said, they had a different response to that meal. So that shows you that what you believe and how your brain perceives the thing that you're eating is going to impact your body's response to it. So if you sit down to have Christmas cookies, and you're looking at that plate of cookies and you're completely freaked out because you know how much sugar is in them and how bad it is and how much all the frosting and all the oils that were used in it, and the eggs I bet are not pasture raised, and there's gluten in it and all the stuff that's wrong with the cookie, you're going to have a less physiological response to that cookie. You're going to have a less favorable physiological response to that cookie than you are if you sat down and said, man, my mom, my grandmother, whoever makes the best Christmas cookies ever, and I've been having these since I was a kid, and this is the one time of the year that I'm going to have them, and I'm going to enjoy the crap out of this cookie right now. You'll have a better response. I guarantee it, both mentally and physiologically, to that experience, if you make peace with what you're doing and accept the fact that maybe it's not the best thing, but it's not about being the healthiest person ever all the time, and that is in fact healthier than if you were worrying about it and refusing it. And it's okay to refuse a cookie. You don't want to eat the cookie, don't eat the cookie. That's fine too. But if you're going to eat the cookie, make sure you really, really, really enjoy that cookie, and you really, really, really want to enjoy it, and you keep in your mind that you're going to enjoy this cookie because you want to, and then it's over with, done with. So if you're one of those people that is worrying about, keeping up your health goals over the holidays, and how food or whatever, drinking, or the types of food, the amount of food, etc., that you're going to eat. If you make peace with that now, and you accept the fact that you're just going to enjoy your experience, you'll not only have a better experience, but physiologically you will handle these meals better than if you were completely stressed out and worried about it all the time. So start now, make your mental game strong, and you'll be set for all the holidays coming up over the next month or so. And with that little tip, I will say goodbye. I hope you have a good weekend. And get outside, do something fun with the family, friends, and enjoy um, the holiday if you're celebrating Hanukkah. And if you want all this content and more delivered to you, including these videos, right into your inbox, please head over to my website at rjbhealth.coach. Sign up for my newsletter. The link right at the top that says newsletter. Just enter your email address, and you'll get all of my videos, my blog posts, etc., delivered right to you every week, so you don't have to keep an eye out for it. And if you are interested in health coaching, you need some help, you just need help with its exercise, food, sleep, stress, social connection, all the fun stuff that I talk about, reducing all these environmental, ancestral mismatches, please reach out to me, direct message me. Right, if you go to my homepage, there's a form you can fill out that to set up a discovery call with me so we can talk some more in person. Please reach out. Always happy to help. Just talked to someone this morning. We just had a conversation about what their goals were and what challenges they were facing, and just to get some thoughts and bounce some opinions off each other. And we didn't set up a health coaching relationship or anything like that. We just had a conversation. And actually, I had 2 conversations with 2 different people this week that happened like that. So I'm happy to always talk and just help out wherever I can. So please feel free to reach out whenever you want. With that, have a good weekend, have a good Friday, and I'll talk to you all next week.